Hi everybody, welcome to Intuitive Downloads. My name is Gabrielle. I am your train conductor. All aboard the love train. This is a spiritual guidance reading. You can find me across the internet under Intuitive Downloads on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Yes, yes, yes. You can also find me under Busy Bee Digital on Facebook. Twitter, you can find me Gab_Blabs_Tarot. If you like the book of personal, you can find me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com. Check out our Etsy store, please. All right. So, we're going to take a look at some South Node energy, right? We're going to look at any sort of lingering issues that could be. I'm just going to start with one. Issues that could be preventing progress, movement, any sort of karmic debts that could be potentially holding you back, as I said. Oh, yeah, thank you for your bookings and your donations. They are greatly appreciated. All that information is found on the Abouts section of the channel page. All right. Wow, I gotta take it because it's really drawing my attention. So we have Orphan and we have the High Priestess. So I'm going to take these as separate issues. All right. I'm going to start out with the Ancestors deck here. And then the Orphan. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles comes out. Alright, so there are some abandonment issues, clearly. 3-1 for the High Priestess. That is the Six of Wands. Interesting. And the wheels on the bottom. Alright. Perfect. Lord help us. So I feel like these are for my people who have like this real, and then look, the High Priestess comes out, this real loner complex. So I guess what they're telling me is actually these are going to go together. Oh, I can't help it. It was calling at the bottom of the deck. Need one for the High Priestess over here. Alright. Here's the thing. I'm actually going to speak directly to your Chiron, to your soul child, if you will. You know, I'm going to endeavor to help you heal this past life bullshit. Because that's what it is. There's a misunderstanding because when things happen to you as a child, right? This is not even this lifetime. When things happen to you as a child, you don't comprehend, you don't understand. All you know is you feel abandoned. Your family turned you over to a cult or a coven or a sect or something like that. Like you were a very powerful child. There's no way of saying it otherwise. It was the best place for you. I know. It sucks. It really does. But these abandonment issues that you're carrying from lifetime to lifetime, this longing for your mother, it really feels like it was done out of pure love. It really was. I know we always hear that, especially in the current age that we're in, you know, those of us who on this plane now, you know, more often than not, when children are given up for adoption, it's for their own good. You know, in ancient times, sort of, couldn't care for them, couldn't feed them, and so they would turn them over to the churches. The churches always had orphans, or orphanages, so to speak. But this isn't like this. I really feel as though you were a child that was foretold in a lot of ways during that lifetime. The strength and the power that you had in a very spiritual, mystical sort of way, it was too much for you to remain where you were. You literally had to go. It was for your own well. I just get that with the Six of Wands there. You were very accomplished. I do feel like there is a fulfillment, if you will, in this current lifetime. hmm I kind of feel like you've sensed this anyway. Like this whole orphan, like there's just a lot of it. There's a certain draw to, I'm actually feeling more of a druid sort of thing for some, and then others, this is much more of, feels like Kemet. Hmm. You really have to make peace to bridge this gap here, to tie it together. It was done for your own well-being. Yeah, it just, there was no malice in it. But there is some sort of apprehension in terms of children, family, like, and that's one of those things that you've brought forward as a negative. Even issues with family and belonging, and there's a lot. Yeah, there's just some sort of natural distancing. Let's see. This looks like binary code, y'all. It does. I have 10, right? 1 0 1 0 1 1. I don't know. Who's the computer people? Who's my techies? Who's my programmers? Mm-hmm. That's funny. I mean, you could have done some sort of research or something of that pertaining to these things. Like, you're just drawn to it. There's a reason for it. Just go with it. But on some real shit, I do see hacking here. Like, nothing to do with past life. I am not going to ignore what I'm seeing. Like, literally with the inside scoop, and you see how the fool, it's like prying eyes. Mm-hmm. Mm. I need some water. I ain't had not one tickle in my throat till I started doing this. And that's why there's a lid on it, because you're nosy. hmm This is confirmation. Looking at the double high priestess here, inside scoop. This is just a confirmation for you. Hoping you can move past it. Your calling is the same in this lifetime, by the way. Whatever the term high priestess means to you, it still continues. I don't know if it was in some way cut short for whatever reasons the last time you were here, but the journey continues. See how the arms are up back here? See how this is still about raising the vibration. That's, for some of you, that's why I said it was like Kemet, or even in biblical times, it's the Christ consciousness mission. It continues even now. You're very well suited to it. What in the holy nunnery? Okay. What else would you like to tell me about this Ace of Cups and the Fool here? Oh no. See another one. That really was the truth. Your mission continues. You're best suited for it. You came here before as a high priestess. Yep. It's the same sort of blueprint. So if you, in this lifetime, have felt estranged or distant, or even were truly abandoned by your family in some way, shape, or form, the process is no different. And spiritual callings require a lot of alone time. I was trying to figure out, because the Hermit's here, and before I started shuffling the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck, the Hermit was on the bottom. But it's that introspection, it's the seeking. You have to be on your own so you can seek God. You seek source so you can get your downloads, so you can receive your mission. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the process is exactly the same. This is your second time at this. I'm going to say something, and it sounds strange even to come out my mouth, but they gave it to me. You were Mary Magdalene, okay? Like, hey, you better respect her. She is not what the patriarchy has led you to believe whatsoever. You really should read the Magdalene thing. But anyway, just saying. If you especially have had an affinity for the Virgin Mary, and you know what I mean, like, not everybody's drawn to the feminine saints so much, or, Our Lady of this, Our Lady of that, you know what I mean? Not everybody's drawn to that. But if you find yourself in that mindset, pulling, this is the reason behind it here with the King of Swords. Now you know the truth, okay? I'm going to move on to another one. Help you release that wounding that you've been carrying around via your Chiron, right? You have to let it go. It wasn't done in malice. It was done for your benefit. Even what's going on now, it's a spiritual thing. And so you have to release the mortal coil, if you will, and see the positive of your past. Truly see it. Bless it. It's a good way of being. I learned that today. I was today years old when I realized and learned that I should send blessings towards my past for shaping me for my present. And I mean, it makes sense, and I might have done it once upon a time, but never with such, direction and certainty about it. Like, yeah, I'm still here. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm healthy. You know, I have everything I need. The Most High is good. My creator and creatrix loves me. I don't have anything to worry about. No stress. Whatever I went through did not kill me, that is for sure. It definitely made me a lot stronger. I'm grateful. So yeah, blessings to my past. Don't wish anybody any harm. Karma deals with folks, so there's no need to waste energy, you know? That's why I'm like high vibes only. You just gotta look at them and be like, oh, you poor baby. Because they haven't matured spiritually, you know what I mean? Alright, let's take a look into another person's Chiron and see what baggage they're holding on. Oh wow, so we have nun or monk, scribe or writer. Wow, okay, and then look, here we are, biblical. Alright, once again. Now, I immediately got Franciscan order, okay? This is helping you to identify some of these inclinations. You might have even been responsible for penning some of the great works published as a nun or a monk. You know what I mean? You just, certain things. Let's take a look. But you were definitely a Christian monk or nun, writer or scribe. Oh, wow. I'm not, no. How you doing, though? Appreciate you being here. Wow, and the devil comes out. Wow. 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 Okay. Wow. So we have the devil, the two of wands, the five of swords, and then the six of cups. So this is definitely your last, somebody's last, your last lifetime. Wow. And then the death card's on the bottom. Are you serious what you're telling me right now? But he wasn't. I I gotta write that down. I have to look into that. I'm not gonna say that yet. I'm sorry, I'm not. Does anybody know how Dante, like the guy who wrote the Dante, you know, the Inferno, anything about his history? Because I'm really drawing a blank on what I personally would know about him. They're telling me a bunch, and I'm like, I don't remember him being associated with, you know, the church like that, or being a monk or anything. I don't know. Holy crap! I gotta give me a second. Find the date so I know when to go back and look. What an odd thing. I feel like I'm talking to somebody even to this day is a type of religious zealot, if you will, a historical zealot. Like they're drawn to biblical writings and people's firsthand accounts of their experiences on the other side, and I think that's because you actually were a historian, if you will, but the church was very much responsible during those errors for record keeping, you know. This is saying, oh my gosh. You know how they had like the Council of Nicaea and all of that, and you know when the Bible itself was formulated and words were pulled and things like that. This is saying you were the person responsible for adding the devil into those texts, the concept of fire and brimstone and things of that nature. Oh, y'all really gonna have me go look through history? Oh my God. So if you find yourself like deeply fascinated with all of that, the concept of the devil, where did it come from, and you know where did it start historically, and that's you're pulling that with you. Today is Tuesday. And I know Dante came much later than what I'm talking about when I mentioned the Council of Nicaea. I'm just curious. I almost feel like they were like one lifetime you were during like the Council of Nicaea, and then the next one you came in as like a Dante and you wrote all this crazy shit. Like, interesting. Oh, this is wild. They're giving me a lot. Holy freaking cheese and bolognas. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the next day I'm getting with this. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know when all like the satanic stuff really started, like when people really started getting into like the worship thereof, and you know started writing the Devil's Bible. But there's something about that. Oh man, who the flip are you? If that resonates at all, you should definitely look into like past life regression. It would just be fascinating what they find out, what they pull from you. Like seriously, death card right there. It's like, that's crazy. Like that's real wild though, y'all. I don't know if you feel the same about it, but okay. Clarify the devil since he came out by himself. Fool. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Whoever this is, that you made a deal way back when. Hmm. Or even Faust. Oh. Wasn't Faust the one who made the deal and then somehow was able to backpedal his way out? It's something like that. Because the bottom cards here, Seven of Swords, Star, Eight of Cups. Huh. Yeah, whoever this is, right? That was the starting point for all of that Luciferian satanic-ish. That's wow. It opened the door. Like literally like patient zero, douchebag zero. Wow. Yeah, I said it, douchebag zero. Playing with demons. Hmm. That's crazy. I'm leaning more towards Faust, or, yeah. Fed up, head in the clouds, idle, ghosted, wolf in sheep's clothing. This has been you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. You might even be currently involved, like, heavily in the church. You'd be surprised. Uh-huh. I feel like you felt this too, in some way, shape, or form. Like some sort of haunting familiarity. Yeah, yeah, see? That's what I was getting with the whole fed up head in the clouds. Like, it's a refusal to accept what your intuition's been trying to, like, show you, guide you in some way to this information, really facing this. Mm, it's alright. You ever hear stories of some of the monks and nuns? They would write all night, like some of the Russian archons. They were written overnight, and the monk says an angel visited me and told me what to write. And people, please don't forget that the devil was also an angel. Hmm. Mm. It's okay. You got beguiled to do something. It's not this lifetime. You need to forgive yourself for it. I feel like this time it's very different. Mm. Whoever I'm talking to, like, you literally, you know how they talk about you got the little angel on one shoulder, devil on the other. You literally have this, okay? it gets difficult for you to know what voice to trust. I know how that sounds, but you're on a spiritual channel, you understand? So I get it. Really. Hmm. I do kind of feel like through each lifetime, through each incarnation for whoever this is for, I'm going to use the word debt. It gets larger each time. Each one of these urns reminds me of like a burial, a crematory urn, offerings to your ancestors, right? But this is offerings to this energy. It builds. Something, yeah, around that time, Mag. Yeah. Yeah, where they really, I don't want to get into it with the desecration of scriptures, what they did. Oh, people forget the Holy Roman Empire. The church was an army. Religion was advantageous, so they was like, okay, we'll become the Holy Roman Empire, and then it gets weird. I'm not telling you what to do and what not to do. I'm just, politics makes strange bedfellows even back then. I mean, heck. All you got to do is look at Julius Caesar and Cleopatra, how she betted a married man because he was the emperor of a nation that was given that the territory. She was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna make sure I stay alive." They supposed to make a deal with my brother's, and for her, her brother's last husband. She couldn't have that. Her brother was trying to exile her. So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. That's what, politics create make strange bedfellows. Not to mention, just looking at the former European monarchies, even to this day, the British monarchy, and how they still practice low key incest, trying to keep the crown, and the monies and the properties all within the same line. Please, yeah, people forget Meghan is related to the royal family. The same way Kate is, distantly, the same way Diana was, distantly. They still practice this diabolical ancestral practice. Agreed. Hmm. I feel like very soon, you might even already been encountering this energy. This thing that's been attached to your family, and I really do feel like it's a familial attachment, is going to present itself once again, if it hasn't yet. Don't fall for it. I don't know. I also feel as though there's like some sort of deep mistrust with the church, and then that comes from this lifetime where you went through and just did some janky things. Uh-huh. And it was literally all done to disrupt the peace. If you read the original context, there's a lot of rules and regulations. Yes, there are. And punishment is exact. And so there really isn't an imbalanced temperament. But when you add this sort of element to peace, to rules, regulations, stability, if someone comes in and takes your SOP, right? Standardized operational procedures, right? Think if you worked at a job, you went to HR, they sat you down, they said, this is the company book. Read it, memorize it, love it, live it. You'll be fine here. This is all you got to do to have a smooth ride. This was done to purposely upset. Depends on how you look at a square. Some people look at a square as stability. Some people look at it as stagnant. 2020, we experienced every frequency of 4. This was all done to just throw a monkey wrench in it for sure. Oh, I just got a hit. Oh, man. You know how, biblically speaking, for those of you who are familiar, when Moses was up getting the tablets, the original commandments, before he broke them, right, in his rage. They was down there smelting gold, and instead of them realizing that the spirit of the age was shifting, and the bull, right, because they made a golden bull, right, which was the age of Taurus coming in. They were feeling the zeitgeist, just like right now on planet Earth, people feel the Aquarian age. Look how fast things trend. You know what I mean? Oh, things become a fad overnight. You know what I mean? It's like topics, issues. There's this whirlwind sort of energy because it is the collective. Aquarius is the collective. And so things are happening with astounding speed. But had the Israelites, we'll just call them, right, just realize that energy that they were feeling, the same way when you meditate, you get images, right? You see shapes and colors and different things. It's no different. These were very spiritual people, right? Supposedly the chosen peoples of the Most High at the time, right? All right. They couldn't quantify what it was they were seeing. The fervor to create this image of what it was that they were seeing in their mind's eye, they didn't associate it the proper way. And so they got led very astray. They created something that they saw in their mind's eye, was punished for it because they began to worship it. They didn't just go, you know what? This is what I was seeing, y'all. Check this out. No. They danced around it and celebrated it. This is why that whole, let's go back. We got fed up, head in the clouds, idle, and ghosted, and wolf in sheep's clothing. The energy of these ages, they come and go. Let us not get so swept away that we fall victim to low vibrational frequencies. It'll betray you in the end. Mm, mm, mm. How does one release themselves from this Eight of Wands, King of Wands, the Star, the Empress, and the Three of Wands? Oh, okay. So this is where heritage is important. Your own spiritual heritage and your genetic heritage, right? Because your way of freeing yourself from this energy is literally to speak it. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. The King of Wands is, action oriented, go getter sort of energy. The Star coupled with the Empress is like supreme sort of manifestation, but it's also project out into the ethos what it is you want to see. That is how you help navigate this very angry energy that is sweeping right now. And then just wait and see what happens. It's like they want you to utilize all of that power that you're sitting on right now to shift this current age. Ooh, wow. Some of this is even going into the restoring of balance, because whoever this is, you're really responsible for jacking up mankind's belief in mother worship, father worship, understanding that as above so below. And so if they're man and woman on planet earth, there are masculine and feminine energies represented in the cosmos and the divine. And so you're actually very much tasked with undoing some of this damage that you've caused over the course of several lifetimes. You have the power within you to release that hold. Yes, you do. Sorry, boo, but you're partly responsible, so you got to take it. If you this man, I pray that don't resonate, but hey, it is what it is. But that's how you fix it. Uh-huh. You've done it before. You can do it again. Hey, I'm talking to a man. I am. That is not a feminine energy. Nope. They don't call that motherfucker the father of all lies for nothing. Seriously, they don't. He is the father of all lies for a reason. And I'm not going to be the one to explain it to you now either, because you should just know better. Alright, we're going to shuffle and see what other past life south node blockages that are preventing you from moving forward in this current lifetime. Thank you. For those who truly need it. Oh, I knew it was coming. Ooh, them vows. Boy, I tell you. You took some, listen, before I pull anything else out, you need to release yourself from any vows that you took in any lifetime. You literally time is one of, listen, the more we learn about space, I hope you guys really start to understand why we in the spiritual community and the metaphysical community say things like time is irrelevant. The past, present, and future are literally happening simultaneously. You can release yourself from vows you took in a different incarnation because we are dealing with the energy. You can fix this. I don't know if you made a vow of poverty, a vow of celibacy, a vow of muteness, whatever, poverty, whatever. Release yourself from it. You must. You must release yourself from it. It is holding you back. You don't even need to know exactly what it was. You just have to keep saying, I release myself from vows of any incarnation, past, present, future, any. You make no promises because it's just not done. Well, let's, Two of Cups. Interesting. Did you bind yourself to a soulmate? You might want to release yourself. Seriously. Eight of Cups. So you can free yourself. That connection, that vow, it doesn't serve you anymore. You really must break that bond. Liberate yourself. And there's the Hierophant. The Most High wants you to free yourself from any bondage. That soulmate is not your soulmate in this lifetime. I say that because the Two of Cups comes out sideways. Did you swear off love? Because that's kind of what this looks like. There's something about letting go. You swore off love for success, for stability, something like that. Whatever it is, it's done. I really do feel like, listen, there were two separate tries for this soulmate, and it didn't work. You had to leave it behind both times. Let it go. Free yourself from this vow. Give me one for vows, please. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles. Could even be a family obligation. Yeah, I really do. I feel like somebody chose money over love. And in some lifetime, it is... Or even some sort of family obligation. Duty to family instead of self. And that duty to family, that vow that you made in whatever lifetime is really blocking you being happy and in a soulful connection with someone. Like, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, that's 10 cups. Like, your duty to family is going to supersede your ultimate happiness. You really need to release yourself from that vow. Seriously. It ain't family over everything. It's not. You create your family. You add to the family. You don't, Because I see the ancestors here. There's something What is this tied to the ancestors? This vow that was made. But no, no, no. Wow, look at this. Ace of Pentacles, right? Two of Swords comes out first. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups yet again, and then the Knight of Swords. Wow. I really feel as though there's something about this practicality. It feels like you were like, I'm going to always do what's right for the family. And you made some deep vow, and it really struck your soul. It began a weird soul contract. I don't know if you feel responsible or obligated to take care of your family because of that vow made in your last incarnation. It's like you closed the door on love to focus on providing the material world. And it's like it made you afraid of love. Like you wouldn't be able to do both or something like that. Wow. What a bond. My heart feels so heavy for whoever this is, because how sad, how sad to deny yourself true happiness, to feel so obligated, so bound by your own family for a reason you can't even put your finger on it. You don't even know why. You're like, nah, man, family, family, family. It's because of this vow. And I'm not saying these people aren't deserving of your help, but not at the forsaking of your own life, your own happiness, your own capacity to share with someone. I feel like for whoever this is, to break you out of this south node, there's a very significant soulmate that I keep seeing with this Two of Cups energy that's coming in. I mean, quickly. To help you shatter this. This feels like a love that is so great. It's like the idea of not having it, you feel like you would die, honestly, because I'm looking at the Nine of Swords to the Knight, and that's 10 swords, and it's just like, this is the universe helping with this scenario, too. The Hierophant's here to help you from keeping the door closed on this chapter. They are not going to allow whoever this is to miss another opportunity for their own happiness because of something you did in a different lifetime. Please free yourselves. Wow. Somebody has just got to overcome that fear. I don't know if some of that is fear of what their family may say to them for whatever reason. I don't even think these people are supportive. Let's do one more. Persecution and inquisitions. And inquisition, lessons and blessings. The bottom of the deck, knighthood. Mm, mm, mm. Lord, I don't even know if I want to touch this one. Do tell me. How does this apply for past life energy that is holding you back? The star. Right? Oh, I gotta look. This deck's a little different. I think it's the stars. I'm correct. It is. Hope, abundance, and love. Well, actually, I like this combination, right? Because it seems as though whoever this isn't really holding you back, right? There is some sort of opportunity, some sort of blessing that comes from acceptance and knowledge and learning about this particular incarnation. It opens a door of opportunity in some way, shape, or form in this one. I actually would like to explore it because lessons and blessings came out immediately. So this is different. I feel like this is more like confirmation, like you could be on the right path. Whoa. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Star and Ace of Pentacles. There's some sort of communication about this. I'm going to say it like this. If you, no matter what function or form, that time in history was brutal. Brutal. Like, absolutely brutal. Like, the religious fervor and fanaticism that was on the continent of Europe during this time was ridiculous. By the time of the Inquisitions, this is during the era of Isabella of Spain, of Castile, devout Catholic, crazy or shithouse rat, like seriously. Sorry, I got distracted. I had a message come through. I was thinking about it. It came in front. I was like, ah. know if this gives you peace of mind in some way, shape, or form. Like, just knowing this. Maybe it justifies a part of you or a behavior or something like that. I also feel as though if you went through the Inquisition and survived it, your spiritual patience is through the roof. Your long suffering through the roof. Like, you're just the endurance factor. I also feel like more than anything, you have been the recipient of a very blessed experience thus far. And this incarnation is really what I'm getting. Somebody called hell. And I mean called hell. Right? It's a very blessed existence. The Star to the Ace of Pentacles. This lifetime is wonderful. It's almost like it's a cool ability to weather any storm. It's like, you know how some people, when shit get all chaotic and cray cray, you just like, I'm good. Like, you just don't stress. Like, you never seem outside of your square. Like, there's a lot of insight that you bring forward. There's an ability to problem solve and get through conflict with ease. Like, I also feel the way you behave, you carry yourself, actually, it really provides some insulation is what it feels like. I feel so funny. I feel like there are two opposing energies in this reading. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Whoever, look, you don't feel bad about it either. If you did anything, right, in that lifetime and you were serving the Most High doing it, you feel no remorse. Now, I mean that. There is not one, mm-mm, mm-mm. You like what you see when you look in the mirror. Mm, that's a little vicious. There's just smugness here. I feel like you were just as smug then as you are now. Take it how you want. I don't care. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just telling you what I feel. Um, there's a smugness. See how she's got that sword in hand here? hmm And even if you were on the other side of the receiving end during that period, you're like battle tested. Like, there's nothing anyone can throw at you that will shake you. Like, when I say spiritually fit, seriously, spiritually fit. I almost get the sensation that you were saved in some way. So you bring forward all this faith and hope and optimism. Like, it's beautiful. Whatever you went through during that period, in all honesty, it's not acting as a hindrance now. It's working for you. You probably get told you glow a lot. A golden sort of aura. Shit. I'm not kidding. I really feel like you were part of the Inquisition squad. I really do. You was like a sanctioned executioner for the church. Not even joking. I told you at the star card she was holding the sword. If you didn't think the Queen of Swords was going to show up, I don't know what to tell you. But listen, it benefits you now. But I also feel as though there is an inclination, right, towards like sword play, that part of history, maybe even like the Knights Templar and all of that, the Crusades. Yeah, that's how you'll know this is you, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care if you're a female, you really feel like Billy Badass. Like, there's just, it's an internal sort of thing, like, mm. I also feel like you're very comfortable anywhere you go. Mm. It benefits you. It just does. You can talk to anybody. Like, there's even linguistic adaptability, if you will. I feel that's interesting. You bring a lot with you from that lifetime. There's even an interest in combat, hand-to-hand combat, something like that. Yeah, you were a badass. There's no getting around it. No siree. I don't care if you never took a day of anything in this current lifetime. There is something about your energy that is just like off with our heads. It's a benefit. That's the first time I've seen that. Like, oh no, but you was that person. No getting around that. Ooh, I'm sorry. I saw a unicorn and got real excited. I really, really did. Now let's see. Please release yourselves from any vows that you've taken. Release yourselves from your South Node energy. I'll put it to you this way. There are some things that are supernatural. They're innate to you. You just know how to do it. You're good at it type things. Your interest is there. You're like, I don't know. I don't know. You're carrying that forward with you. The things that you resist the most, the things that scare you, so to speak, in terms of career, relationships, developments, all of that. That's more your North Node. Like your natural resistance, like I don't know, like to explore something unknown. Like I could literally say that the first 20 some odd years of my life, I was living in my South Node. Had no concept of North Node, South Node, astrology, none of that shit. At the same time, hindsight's 2020. And absolutely, I was living my South Node all over again. But short, but quickly pulled the plug on it. Quickly pulled the plug on it. I was like, oh no, this isn't right. Because the universe kept throwing monkey wrenches in my way to keep me off of reliving my South Node. That's another thing. You'll realize, you know, that if you try to stay on that South Node too long, they will come in and just start throwing like haymakers and towers and all sorts of things. hmm I'm trying to figure out why they're out here. They just came out. I'm like, okay. I feel like what they're saying is like now that you have this insight with this Ace of Wands here, now you can cut through some of the confusion, if you will, with the Queen of Swords and begin to work on releasing yourself further from any sort of South Node energies that you've been lingering in or holding yourself stuck to, if you will. So, just utilize the information to benefit you. Don't stay stuck and stagnant if you don't have to. And if you would like to actually book a past life reading, feel free to do so at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com. If you want to dive in deeper on your own personal journey, by all means. Hi, everybody. So what did you think of the, just to get a little quick feedback before we wrap it, what did you think of the past life South Node information? Was it helpful to any of you? Mm, wow. No. Excellent. I'm going to tell you, right? Even without getting a South Node reading or past life reading, you can pretty much vibe your way through your different incarnations, your different heritages. I just like to say trust yourself when you're, oh wow, cool. If you're drawn to certain things, look at that as both your genetic history trying to disclose itself and also where you might have been from in different incarnations. I know me personally, every culture, every place I've ever wanted to visit, I have discovered that both in a spiritual way and a genetic way of my ties to those various areas. So trust yourselves. Absolutely trust yourselves. But we don't want to hold on to the past. Now is all that we have. Excellent, excellent. Well, I wish you all infinite abundance, light, and love, peace, and blessings. And I will chat with you later. Bye.